Hey guys, DT Gaming here. So we're gonna do some fishing here on Mosquito. I promised a guy that I was gonna do a video of catching perch here. I tried doing this yesterday, but I got so sick. I had to cancel recording. And this is the truth here. 15 hours ago, I attempted doing this, and I got really sick. I'm still not feeling good at all. So it put me out rest of the day. I was sleeping and trying to sleep it off. Um. So we're gonna be using this setup right here, large bore. You want to use the jigging rig because this is going to be used for trying to raise your fishing skill up. Because you want to catch fish as quick as possible. I know people are asking, how can they get their spin fishing skill up quicker if they don't have wobblers? Um, and let's see. So you unlock jigging and wobblers is way over here. So fishing with spoons and spinner baits. This would be the best bet to go with. Not jigging, but I'm just going to do this video anyways to help you guys. Because you guys are asking, because you guys unlock jigging, you guys want to know how jigging works. Jigging, well, it is what it is. You basically using a jig head with soft plastics, and I'll show you how to do this. So you want to basically for here, this is just by cross the bridge here on this side, which is D3, and I'm using a clip of 25. Right here is where you want to be standing, which is 59.90, and you want to use this maggot right here, maggot 4002, and you're going to cast right straight outward, and you want to use a retrieve speed of 30, and you're going to do a full cast. You just want to cast near the boat. Okay, you're going to let it sink, and you're going to point your rod down. It don't really necessarily point your rod down, but it does help if you ask me. You're going to shift reel. You're looking to do jig step. So fast reeling is the easiest way to get jig step working, and usually this is the best method in getting these perch out of here. I would recommend large one, but this setup right here was my Opalea setup. Trying to see if I can get a perch or two out of here, so you guys can see that this is working. Now you probably wonder why I'm not casting off the dock, because this is a good spot for bottom fishing, and you can get a lot of perch here. But it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get off this lure though. Usually checking the weekly is the best, or looking at the region records. You can see what the perch was being caught off on, and you can see that it's the maggot 4006 or Nightcrawler, or even this. But don't worry about the wacky wig. You're not gonna worry about that for a while. But the maggots do work. Just being patient with it and trying to get fish out of here. Like I said, the spot is good, but it's only good on bottom fishing. This is the first time me testing this out. Um, well, actually, no. You seen I caught 4 fish. These are what we're looking for right here. Now, clip 25 is not necessary, but it does get you out. They want to least enough distance. For here, you would usually normally do clip 7 with the Nightcrawler. But this isn't the rig for catching perch, to be honest with you. But people usually use the drop shot rig right here. However, this is way down here. You just unlock this, so I ain't gonna help you right now. I'm not gonna catch a lot of fish doing this, but it just gives you an idea how to work jig step and jigging. But if you want to get your bottom, I not built your spin fishing skill up, I would definitely recommend doing light fishing on Balea and stuff. You're gonna keep everything you catch because you're not gonna fill your net up. There's no way. So, because sometimes there's cafe orders, and usually sometimes they don't have to be marker fish. You need quite a lot of perch for these orders too. You just basically just do it pausing and shift the reel. And you would want to use a large one hook if you can. It's a much better option for these perch. Okay. Let's just try that pink lure that they're showing. Now, I'm correct. You could use any soft plastics with the um jigging rig. Like I said, this clip 7 here was bottom fishing. So what you could do is just throw 2 feeder rods out. If you don't have night crawlers, just use regular worms and fish with them. And just fish with your spin fishing. See if you can get a perch or 2 off it. But you're definitely gonna get more fish off the feeder rod for sure. The idea is you want to try to cast along the dock here. You don't need expensive setup to do this. You can do it even with that spark reel and with the Corona. But by the time you unlock jigging, you should have definitely have something better than that. So every time I get close to the dock, I'm getting fish. This is a nicer fish. No, quiet. Damn it, don't need you guys barking right now. I don't feel good. You can try clip 7, but that's just gonna not let you cast that far. Yeah, I can try it for you and see how far it goes. It'll probably be at the end of the dock. But I'll show you guys the other method real fast, so you guys see how effective it is between jigging and the drop shot. First, let's try the clip 7. It's at the end of the dock where it goes. That's basically where you really want to be. But I don't think there's enough room to get you Jig Step. You can see yourself. It didn't start doing Jig Step till it got close to me. So maybe clip 10 would be ideal. Definitely should give you enough distance to do Jig Step. I believe your guys' perch is going to be along the dock. But again, I didn't get Jig Step till it got close to me. So let's try 15. 15 might be the spot where you can cast effectively. Yeah, Jig Step's already working on 3 reels. I mean, well, 3 rotations. There should be plenty of distance to get a fish. Okay, now let's change this up to drop shot. This is the rig that everyone uses for these perch. Even I use this setup. So we're gonna use this one right here. And we want to use a large one if you can. We're gonna go back to the red or pink maggot. We should still be on the same clip. Now let's go let it drop. We're gonna do the exact same thing, shift and reel. Now the problem with this is that it needs to be fast, I think. So instead of retrieve 30, we'll try 35. The faster that you can get that that rotation, the better the jig step will be. You see I'm pointing the rod tip down. That's helped me get a better jig step. You can definitely do full cast on this though. Now, is this the ideal spot for catching perch on the jig? Um, that really is a question. If the hook you think is too big, if your bite rate is like really low, go back to a large bore. Put the same lure on. You should start getting bites. Now, if you're not after the trophy, you're just after the perch. Maybe try and get a little income or trying to get the cafe order. Then use a smaller hook for sure. Larger hooks is basically mean you're going to get less fish, but it should target more larger fish. Now, perhaps this clip 15 is why I'm not getting fish. So we're going to go ahead and put that at 20 instead. See, we cast next to the boat back there. That should be enough distance to get a fish. See, the idea is the longer that you keep your bait or lure in the water, the better chance of catching a fish. But if you're too fast and you take the rig out of the water, it's going to make you catch less fish. So take your time, be patient, and eventually you will get your fish. Leo, put that. That's gross. We're gonna go back to the brown. I think I was getting more perch off of this one than the red. So I could tell you one thing. I stick with the jigging rig because obviously I'm catching more fish on that than I was with the other one. So I'm gonna go back to a large bore. Now the reason why I'm using this is because the limitation is 3 to 15 tests. Now if you don't have this rod, you can probably use something else. So just give me a second. I'm gonna use some. I'm gonna pull something else out if I have something else to use. Super Duty will probably work. This is the first reel I bought that was bait caster. Good little reel actually. Since we're catching perch, really don't really matter. We're gonna change this setup to jigging rig. I want to use a large one. See, this is a 21 gram jig head, but look at the rod capacity. This is a 14 of 770, so this is a good test here. And we're gonna go ahead and use a brown. I'm gonna change the speed to about 33. Friction break rate don't matter as long as you're not putting too much pressure on it. Now, with the bait caster, there's no clip. You can't put a clip on the bait caster. You're just going to cast as is. You see, I just cast like way over there, so where I just cast was just too far. So, figure out how much power you got to put on your cast, and then go from there. We're going to do about maybe 40%. 40-50% should be fine. Let's just get the jig step going. We should get a bite on this here. T33 is good speed with this with the bait caster. You get a consistent jig step. But again, if you're not getting bites, just change your hook size. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we are going to put some couple feeder rods on, and I'll show you the difference of how quick it is to catch a fish here. You're using Nightcrawler here, clip 7 here, as I said. And this one, we're just going to change the bait to a regular worm, because that's what you probably be using anyways. And see, this is rod 2 and 3. You want to be over here, just so you can. I like to try to keep the rods in the proper order. Say maybe a spot dead on the perch. not completely dead, obvious, because otherwise I wouldn't be getting any perch, right? Maybe got a fish on the third rod here. As you can see, the bottom rods are getting more bites than it is on the spin fishing. Or jigging, I should say. As I said, just put a couple feeder rods out and just keep using your spinning rod. You should be able to get your spin skill up. Same time catching these fish. I see the jigging is working. And this lure is working too, the brown one. A common carp? Yeah, you guys can catch common carps on these worms, so definitely be careful with that. But I caught 2 fish in the amount of time to catch no fish on this rod. I'm gonna recast this. Yeah, it definitely looks like 70, 75 might be right at the dock back there. I'm not gonna catch perch freaking Vengas. Forget that. I'll be old and gray. And definitely point your rod down and towards the water. If you point your rod too high up, chances are that you're not going to get jig step properly. But yeah, you definitely can get your trophy perch on the night crawler and stuff. That's obvious. And you're not gonna make a whole lot of silver on this. This is why people are joking in chat, as you can see. You gotta accept their humor. Because you're definitely not gonna make no money off these perch. At least these might be at like Walmart this shop. Um, this setup. Now, if you can find this the sweet spot on the speed, the reel, you can get jig step without shift reeling, which would probably be more effective. It'd probably take a little more a little more rotations to get jig step. You take like 1 or 2 real rotations, but if it's not working, increase your speed. You could try max speed if you want. Just experiment with the speed retrieve here. Try to find what speed works best to get to jig step without shift reeling. Anyways, you can catch roughies here as well at me. I think that's going to be it for the fishing here. Hopefully that you guys do better than I did with the perch fishing. Maybe you get your trophy. In fact, I hope you guys do. But yeah, this is how you work the jig step and how jigging actually really works in the game. Like I said, non-perch markers, 199 gram. Definitely had that covered. Five of them, these will get you almost 10 silver. And there's even an order down here too for 36 silver. Like I said, catching these perch, you definitely might be able to make your silver from these. Just from the cafe order alone. If you sell the rest of your fish here, 21 silver. So I made, would say roughly 55, 60 silver from the perch. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Like the video, hit the like button, appreciate it, and I thank you all for watching. Bye, guys.